Hello, guys. It's Patrick Nketia once again. And once again, I must say that I am most grateful for your comments. It really shows how you are relating with the content. And I say thank you. The topic for today is what they don't want to hear about moving abroad. What they don't want to hear about moving abroad. What Ghanaians don't want to hear about moving abroad. And before we jump in, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you, if you have not subscribed yet, kindly subscribe to my channel and drop us a like, and don't forget hitting up the notification button. Whenever we drop a video, you will get to know firsthand. Jumping in straight, what Ghanaians don't want to hear about moving abroad. And it's quite funny, and also pathetic. I have observed that most Ghanaians are itching to do works so that they can be paid. People are looking up for salaries, so that they can be paid. They work for salaries. But hey, not forgetting that salaries can never make you rich. Salaries can never make you rich, but a business can make you rich. So most people have chosen the easy route. The easy route is what they think, that when they travel outside and they get they get one or two jobs and salaries are coming in, everything is going to be fine. Hey, you might be wrong. You might be totally wrong. Why don't you choose the hard way instead? Starting a business, and through that business, when you grow on that business, opportunities can come up through that business where you will travel and you will get to enhance your skills on that job that you have created, on that business that you have created. You can attend conferences, and these are, opportunities that improve you, adding something to your skill. You are going to meet other like-minded people who are in the same field, sharing ideas. And these are some of the times that is really fantastic for starting a business and getting opportunity to travel in that light. It's really fantastic, I must say. So it doesn't worth it for you to sell a family house, for you to sell your house, for you to sell your business or whatever it is, and to travel and come outside. You might not know what is really going on in that country, that you are risking all this, worthwhile properties that you have and leaving it. There have been issues. I've even heard of a lady who sold the house, a family house, and traveled with the family. And when you travel it's a whole thing, it's a whole board game altogether. Now the woman is striving to get some stuff for her family, so you, the man, what are you going to do? Her mind is torn apart from you, trying to get something for herself and also her family. So you whatever you say or what you want her to comply is not ringing a bell in her mind, my guy. She is also itching to make up money for herself. And imagine she sold her house and came here, and she found herself in a different predicament. You see, she's also out there searching for money and have neglected her husband. Some of these issues are what we are talking about. It's not a smooth sail when you come and everything is intact. So my first point, as I said, salaries can make you rich, but rather start a business. Start a business. Don't think about the white collar jobs. It's about time you get to the field, get on the grounds, start something. Start anything small or what, and be mindful of your money. Save your money. Come down, live below your budget. Very, very important, my guys. And if not, then you will join them. You will join them living a depressed life, stressful life, which does not take you anywhere. My point two, most people are saying they could have done better in their countries than they moving outside here, because they come in and they have experienced it. They know what they are going through, the conditions that they are going through here, living standards, cost of living, and a whole other conditions that are not available and not conducive for them. There is this, let me share this experience with you. There is this man that I know. He came on a study trip, guys, and he told me, Patrick, I came on a study trip, but now I have stayed here 40 years. 40 years. When he says it, and I'm like, really? 40 years. And sometimes he even wants to cry because the things that he wanted to do, and it's really not in unison. This man, when he shares his story, I think sometime I will make time and bring him on so that we can really ask him questions. That is what's going on. So when I'm saying some of these things, I know what people are going through. Some people are really, really, really in bad conditions when they travel. Seriously. My third point is to tell you that people have regretted moving to abroad. People have really regretted moving from abroad. The other time I was speaking with a friend, a Nigerian friend. I don't want to mention his name. And he said that he has stayed here for 27 years. For 27 years, and now his soul, his body is in the country, but his soul has left here. Once he used that expression, and I thought about it, and I was like, really? He said a lot, pathetic statements that what the choices of words he used, I got me knowing that this guy is really serious about what he's saying. 27 years. And he's growing. It's now that he has gotten someone outside in the United States that that lady has gotten about 3 kids, and he thinks he's going to be a good father for them. He has no option. Even here in London, he has not gotten anyone to marry yet, but going to America. He's growing, he's catching up, he's over 40 years. You see, when we tell you some of these things, it's not that we don't wish for you to come. I will wish that everybody will come and experience what we have seen and are telling you. There is another guy, let me share with you. There is this guy that I also met, a friend. I don't want to mention his name, and who came on a COS, the care dependent, and it happened that his sponsorship has been revoked. And do you know what are the plans now? The woman is now trying to find a man to get impregnated and get papers, and the guy too is now moving around searching for women to sleep with and impregnate them so that he can get a stay. Imagine this. Do you know the kind of woman you are going to chase? Now he's all over the place, moving from one woman to the other. What kind of life is this? But people pride themselves they are in London, and he is now looking forward. This guy came not less than 2 years, but now he's now picturing like 20 years in UK. And imagine where the line that he's going now. Is it a positive way? We need to thank our stars in one way or the other. We need to thank our stars. My fourth point, ladies and gentlemen, is that it's not enough for us to blame our leaders. It's not enough for us blaming our leaders and saying that our leaders are our problem, Africa, our leaders are our problem, and all that blaming others. Imagine the numerous problems in our countries. Can our leaders solve all these problems? I would then say the onus then lies on you and I to solve our problems bit by bit in communal way. Wherever you are, any problem in your community, find a way and solve it. Why did you go to school? Why have you learned all what you've learned so far, but still you can't make the best out of it? Look at the bar stop boys. I'll use them as an example. They have created a business for themselves. Now they are making a lot of money. People are supporting them. Why can't you also put yourself in the same vein and start something? Find a problem in your community, start solving, and once you start, you will see how people will support you. People will come in. They're always looking for that leader, one to step in the gap, one to step in the way. That's what we are preaching. Imagine in our own communities and people start taking up problems and solving in our own communities. Imagine where we will get to than blaming others and running away from our problems. Then it's better to go and help someone build their country than standing up for your own country. Standing up for your own country. Standing up for your own country. Who else is going to stand up for your country for you if you ignore and move away from your country? It's about time. Have that mindset. You went to school. You can find solutions to the problems that you are facing in your communities. Ask people, do research, pilot a project. Ladies and gentlemen, my last point is that traveling abroad has been a major cause of broken homes. I myself have experienced it. My father left us with my mother when we were young and traveled to the States. My mother told me, and upon what I heard, my dad was living a good life. In their family, he was the one standing out, and he was the best. He had a lot of stuff, cars, lands, and all that. But when he was traveling, he sold the lands, left my mother. When he got there, he didn't have papers. He needed to marry another woman for papers. He called them to tell my mother that who was expecting him to find a way and come and pick her, or maybe in that way to tell my mother that they can't get married anymore. So then my mother should find another man and get married. It was really a heartbreak for my mother, And since that time, my mother was struggling on her own to raise us up. Unfortunately, her shop was got burgled by armed robbers, and she also had to travel because they gave her the opportunity. But she even herself tells me that even if she has not traveled into the UK, she would have been better off in Ghana. Yes, she tells me. So then she also had to travel, and we were left with our grandparents. And we were among other cousins that were left with our grandparents. And imagine our grandparents were growing, and how would they pay a strict eye on us? When parents are with their children, it's different. And when grandparents are with their children, it's different. So our family got broken through that. And I'm sure it's not only me. Many people have gone through this. Many people have gone through this. So this insight will tell you, if you're a young man who have not gotten married or who have gotten married, please don't rush. Don't rush it. Go the hard way. Be strong. Start up a business for your family. Let your children see you creating something. Forcing for them. It will really be a good memory for them. They will stand by it. They saw what their dad was doing and their parents were doing to raise them up. Don't choose the easy way. Don't choose the easy route. always shortcuts are dangerous, that they say. Shortcuts are what? Dangerous. You might think you will travel and everything will be fine with you, but no, it's from pine to fire. From pine to fire. Ladies and gentlemen, so I would like you to drop your comments. Share with me what you think, because you might think that I am always saying, but drop your comments. I would like to know your mind on this. Drop your comments. Don't forget, I've shared some valuable stuff. Give me a like, give me a like. And what if you have not subscribed, kindly do that. And thank you very much for your time and being with me. I am most grateful. I appreciate it so much. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Cheers.